Just give me coffee. Of course it's cold brew. Give me coffee. Of course it's cold brew. Just let me be blunt. My speech in the morning, nothing but grunts. With no coffee, that's as dangerous. On a scale from 1 to 10, I rank it that girl from Stranger Things. And if you get what I'm saying, my attitude be mad flagrant like I'm Draymond. But you ain't get the picture, BMP. So I'm gonna keep pushing on you, GNC. It's like, yeah, the first thing on my mind is when that hot coffee gonna seep into the coffee grind. It's like some magic's floating all in the air. Toss some ice cubes in my cup, it's a good day. All I gotta say is that it's starting in a good way. It's time for working, man, I don't even care. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, of course it's cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, of course it's cold brew. Always start fresh, that's how it's gotta be. Everything starts back with your coffee beans. If it's cold brew, then it's gotta be coarse. Don't get the cart ahead of the horse, start learning the course. But of course you can disregard, and don't at me if it gets too hard. When it's my time to drink, man, it's always on hand. Drink from a cup or a bottle, even a can. You never know when you're craving no hit. It could be in the bathroom while you're taking a Ric Flair, I'll say he ain't got nothing on it. When that coffee hits my lips, it's a seance. Feeling real super with the cape on. Anything I'll take on. This cup of coffee, yeah boy, this is the shit. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, of course it's cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, of course it's cold brew. Third verse, so I guess that's where I talk about how we might be addicted in a roundabout kind of way, or how you say, a dependency that's in my life, and I'm proud to say it's filling me with way more energy than I'll ever need, keeping me up for things I thought I'd never see. Time's gonna kill us all one day, whether old age, illness, or from listening to Coldplay. F that noise, wubba lub love. Drink all the coffee, chug a lug lug. The day doesn't start till you're on your second cup. If they talk before then, homies better duck. It's 100% okay to start swinging in every single combo, unless you see I'm bringing a cup of Joe. Tell him bring some mo for your bro who made that coffee song. Or tell him go home. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, of course it's cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, of course it's cold brew.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the old coffee shop. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Yeah, we're going to be jumping back into Final Fantasy XVI on the PlayStation 5. As you see there over on the right-hand side over there, 97% complete as far as story. We are getting very close. Do have a few other side missions to get done, which I think will let me get the sword we need for the big finale.
Do you think they'll come back?
Of course they will. It's just a big crystal.
As you can see, yeah, we got a couple of side missions happening. So, Uncle? Now I've got the Three's Company theme stuck in my head. Ack.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that
he should have
firm
known
leadership
better
is
than
in
that.
short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for
The
themselves
Scarecrow.
out there.
Hey, Hatter.
Certain cities have
At midnight,
banded together to try
and he will kill you.
maintain some
You will
semblance
die.
of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends
pretty
even
good.
the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short,
They're
if
just
Storm does not
chilling
stand
right
together,
now.
she will fall apart.
Had some
But how would one
lasagna
even
for dinner.
begin to
That was
unite the
tasty.
realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it.
Now,
Sadly,
seeing
I
if we
doubt
can
I
maybe
convince
finish
even the
off this
lowliest
Final
gaggle of privates
Fantasy
to
thing
dig a
tonight.
latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
It's a trap.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send
This
Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the
sounds
Dalmakian
like a
capital.
trap.
I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Do you see that too?
What's been going on for you, Hatter?
Papa? What is it? Please, just make it stop. I'm scared.
Yeah, let's kill these things while we're at it. Okay.
Get him. This one.
Yeah. Doing good. Like I mentioned, seeing if we can get this thing done. It was a short shift. We only had the one truckload today. Nothing, and no work tomorrow. The hurricane going through had a number of the fishermen pulling their boats out of the water just in case, because it was a fair bit stronger down there than it was up here.
This one.
So I'm gonna try, if it feels like we're gonna be getting pretty close to finishing this game today, I'll go a bit longer. See about getting it done. Oh, Torgal. Come get the loves, Torgal. He's a good boy.
That can't be Rutherford,
Here
can
is
it?
Electro. Compliments of your
Evening,
friendly
Derp.
neighborhood spider.
Derpity derp derp.
Yeah, I'm still can't help feel that this is just
Turncoats
a
and
trap.
cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your... Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Mm-hmm. No, this is just a little setup for proving ourselves to a certain character. Now, Oh, I know full well how much I leveled, and these guys were well below my level.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
Oh, yeah, I know it would, and I'd probably fail that role.
Only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
They're gonna have a long trek if they're walking the whole way.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Alright. Speak with Quentin in the Gotland Bales. That's up here. In Lost Wing. Yeah, there's ether all over the place there. Yeah, you make use of it a lot in this game.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
One proposal later.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the
Meat
role.
pie does sound all
And
right.
you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lost Wing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on our You're convinced that...
Tag with the resub. Of course, he did pay for 6 months running, so we're kicking into month 2 of that.
Argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
Get him another couple of packs of stream loots.
Why do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you.
Did you actually get your name?
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Hey, what are you running by over there now? Taggy the Tiger. Nice. Yeah, go update your frickin' profile. There you go, 2 packs. Gargoyle, he must love you.
Get it, boy.
I've only mentioned it to you how many times now? Thank you, Hatter.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed
Mrs.
to your plan.
Fantastic with the raid on Kick.
I I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
How are you
Rutherford is
doing
accompanying
now?
Back to your manor in Port Azulda as we speak.
What were you
We'll await
into
your
this
return there.
afternoon?
As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Abel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord,
Moist.
he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if
Welcome back,
I
Smitty.
might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another
Doing
outlaw,
good
then.
here,
Just the
Mrs.
thing we need
Fran.
to put these
Doing
rotten
good.
politicos in their
Was a
places.
short day at
Good
work
thinking, Clive.
and just chilling
glad
the
you
rest of the
approve.
way. As
more
well,
the
no
merrier.
work tomorrow, so.
Uncle. Assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't
What were you
mentioned how we
playing
might
this
manage the grain
afternoon? Some
shortages.
Fortnite
Oh, don't you worry, my
or what
boy.
were you into?
The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make
Okay.
the most generous
What's
of
your level at
donations.
right now? Out of
Of
curiosity.
course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you...
58.
my
All
boy.
right.
Rumor has it that you
Yeah,
rescued the Lady
I
Ariane's
put in a little bit of work.
from
I
a
hit the
horde of
100 today.
bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old
Between the
battle axe was so
dailies,
pleased.
finishing off
She had a
the
shipload of talents delivered to
finishing
my
off the
private yacht by
Piper
the next new moon. And
snapshots,
when the other houses saw the
and
parsimonious old
I
crow's
had,
purse strings finally
well,
loosened,
at the end
they
of the
as good as tripped
part of
over
the
themselves in a
snapshots
rush
again
to
was
follow
the
suit.
stages
I'm happy to hear
of creative
Now,
mode.
I must be getting back to the manor.
I had 2 of
Join us
those
there at
ticking
your
about,
earliest
so I went
convenience,
into
Of course, Uncle.
went into a 200 level easy death run. Ran that through about 3 times, and that finished off both of those. Now I'm ready to go for those
And
bonus
how,
skins.
pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood.
Yeah,
That is,
the
unless you'd
the
have them
200
done as
level
well.
easy one that I
Well,
was
certainly
doing
eat
today
less.
is probably one of the
Says
better
man
ones
with
to
a
go
belly
at.
bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Yeah.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands. but the well-being
No
of
pressure.
her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity.
Excellent, Tag. Excellent. Now don't go changing it again.
Well, my boy, the stage
It
is
gets
set.
confusing.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall.
You might be being generous
no better Crandall
there,
than you,
Hatter, but...
Clive, I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Alright, that one's done.
What do you think that thing is?
Let her go up.
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
Hello, Doris.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Oh, right. So before we go, I need to double check myself. Yeah, tonics are all full.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
This one. Over here. Get him. Get him.
Now. Okay, yep, this is the right way. Ah. Well, again, with not knowing day to day regarding work, Sunday pretty much is my best day.
This one.
What do you say, Tag, if you're still here? Sunday still good for you in regards to this Uno challenge that we were DMing about?
This one.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Locked up tight.
And we go this way.
Over here. This one.
Now, Torgal, do you mind? The Kingdom of Walud hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers both foreign and domestic. Purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursual of the aforementioned purchase. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison.
So they were using the bearers to basically feed the damn behemoth that we had taken down before. or a goal.
Have care.
Get him! Over here! You're finished! Go to him! Get him!
Now, what have we here? More information. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of Waluder lives. Yeah, this is
Minimal
what
loss
they
of
really
Waluder
thought
lives.
of bearers.
What happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required.
They were
Sick
bearers
people.
This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Still sick though.
Get him! Sick him! Over here! Get him! Keep slow to him!
Boris?
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents, and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Hey, $15. And that door we tried was this way.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Stuffs. Amber, all right.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. You must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Okay, we've got ourselves a big fight.
We have to run.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Joshua. No, she is a bearer, basically a slave. These things was bad enough to battle before. Jeez. Oh, lordy.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Yeah. Fighting the one before this gave me a good idea of this one's patterns.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
Tired, maybe.
No.
Belongs to Chadwick, I take it.
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Later, at the hideaway.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
And so that quest is done. New note in the chamber. All right. Do we have any Well, there's side missions to be had in said notes, alright.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Activate the one at a time so it doesn't get too confusing. There's sides to do in other areas too, so...
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do
yes,
that?
We do.
When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
No. Onward to Rosaria. And look for the flowers. It's not fur.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Right, back to the hideaway. Ask her. Ask in the library where our Hippocrates might know that we can find some.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Actually, yes. Go talk to the...
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen
brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Well, we've already checked the hill. So...
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sembrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
All right. Zoom.
A fortress?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets.
The way things are going at the garrison.
Okay, right. We're gonna have to go through the city.
With what? Some carrots and a...
And actually, while I'm here, top off those potions I used fighting that beast.
And what can I do for you? I do like a customer who knows what he wants. I'll be here if you need me.
All right.
I would speak with this duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Hang the Duke and his... What say you then?
If Philippe is gone, who's our new captain?
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Okay. We'll just ignore him for the time being.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
For the flowers.
Over here!
And
what do you see, boy?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, really, Minotaur?
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Get him! Go,
course, you might know the battle wouldn't be quite so simple.
This one. Too slow. Over here. Nice try.
Oh, he brought friends, eh?
This one. Over here.
There we go. Enemies cleared out. The flowers are safe.
Another satisfied customer. That was harder than I expected.
Shawnee Handro, thanks for the follow on kick.
Another satisfied customer. But found a
Legend himself, thanks for the follow and welcome into the Kick Coffee Shop.
Another satisfied customer.
Okay.
Come on. Let's go.
Joey Burns. Dude, in case you haven't noticed, I'm an affiliate. I already have a sub button. I am not needing your help, and I am sure as hell not
my work is done.
going to pay for followers or other bullshit. You can just fuck right off. And take your fake followers with you. Yeah, I know, right?
There's something about it.
Well, it's a change from the I already did. Already got him, Cass. Of course it's not legit. I am gonna ban those other two names though that followed. They were just fakes of his. Right, that clears that up. I mean, yeah, way too many.
Jill,
And that was just a preformed
And where might this
spam
something be?
message
It's
that he had set up.
not here. Now, I know this is
Because
sudden, but
if he was
fancy a
actually
trip to
typing it
Oriflamme?
himself, he would have noticed I've got a sub button now over there on Kick. But at least it wasn't a graphic artist thinking they have an idea on improving my channel.
So many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before
Made
we broke
herself
camp,
a little
the
crown.
morning after the storm. Do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me.
Oh my. Oh my.
And you have. Again and again.
Oh, that could be read so many other ways.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though.
Did they?
I think I've outgrown the twins.
They didn't quite think of the phrasing when they made that line
Everything we've
about
been through.
between the two of them,
The
did
realm
they?
just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Hmm.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
was much good at garlands. But it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Somehow I expected that sort of reaction from you, Katie.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
And Jill's gonna be staying with the party till we take off for Origin. Cool. Where's a side mission around here? Probably back in the town itself. You know what? We're gonna do this the easy way, just fast travel back to the tower and go from there.
A fortress?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets.
And whatever we're doing, it's down with Isabel, it looks like.
Saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizen's watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier. If only for a few nights.
We'll come in. Happy to have you.
Of course. Whatever you need.
What kind of drawing is that?
What would I do without you? Philippe
Are
told
you
me he
saying
had men stationed at...
bad at
Where can I
driving?
find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Alright, back out to the market.
I saw the captain just now.
What does the Dame have to say about all this? So you are content to abandon
Actually,
the people
before
to their
we
fates?
talk to him, we gotta grab this. Well, we can sell that for money.
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
He's persistent. We'll give her that.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Alright. Yeah, it's not far. Let's go toward Torgal. Gorgle. Gorgle. Up, sniffing the ground. Come on. Grab this thing over here.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Get him! This one.
Hey, Joe had him under control.
This one. Over here. This one. Sick of this one. This one. Get him. Attack. This one.
So you thought you were gonna come at me from behind, bruh?
All yours, Toro. Get him. Attack. This one.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople.
This
Stirring up
is
ill
a
feeling
side bit,
towards her
derp,
father.
but
She'll have 'em
it is.
marching on the
I'm
barracks if we're
working
not
through
careful.
all of the side bits before going back to main because that is going to be the, I believe, to be the finale.
Don't worry, I'm not like
Because
you.
I'm, when I
One
started
sniff of
up
those things, I'm
today,
running back to town screaming blue murder.
97%. And I still need to earn my way up enough to get the particular sword made, so.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink.
Without
Probably
their
not.
sword, how will the people
And
fight?
I'm
Without
honestly
their
not
shield, how
fussed
will they
about
protect
the
their
trophies.
king?
I just want
Can
to
the
get the main
unarmed
story
stand
done.
against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreak, just as Great Grieger wills it.
My
Perhaps
one
we could,
platinum
Father.
is the
But we don't
Sly
want
Cooper
to.
collection.
Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
That's because all of its trophies
let us not
you got
quarrel
just
in
by
the
regular
street.
play of the game.
You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore. You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Oh, fuck. No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caernarvon and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Well.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I've fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
All right. Time to go kick some ass.
There are so many of them. Not for long. Get him!
That is a rather devastating attack on those things.
This one.
Is it over?
No, it's not.
It's only just begun.
Oh, Undertaker.
Over here!
Son of a bitch. I was trying to dodge the damn thing.
Get him!
Oh.
Get him!
Ow. Stop punching me in the face. Alright, that's finished off the enemies on this side of town.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Yes, just ignore the fact that Joshua and Jill were both there too. Their narrative. Later, back at the town. Well, everything looks alright.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong.
Oh my god, he's had an epiphany.
I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to
Everybody's having breakthroughs here. Days.
Your Eminence, your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
Imagine everything will be pretty good down there. And reminder again, folks, I do have an ongoing active sub goal happening through Streamloots. There, if we can hit 50 active subs over there, I'll be giving away. Well, I need to slightly edit that. It's going to be your choice of a tub of glitch energy, your choice of flavor, or 2 pounds of Virtue coffee. Again, your choices of blend or flavor.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm. But I sense you would rather have died here.
And it's
a
a
long story.
little bit of a climb there
To
right
you,
now.
madame, I have all the time in the world.
With 44 subs to go at the moment.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief, shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
All right. Crafting material, more meteorite. Okay, we got several side stories yet. Go to Tabor and take care of one there. As we find it. Now, Cyril.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash, a continent teeming with orcs and Akashic.
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the Firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
All right, time to make our way to Mickleburg. Ooh, more high potions, nice. More hides. Right. Okay. Quickly check our path out of here. Eesh. Map, please. Okay, take a right. And this should be the right way. Top off our potions.
We're not alone.
And take out a scooter. Alright, and I did collect what was there. Cool.
This one.
Every little bit of XP helps. And down here.
Might this be Nickelberg?
Okay.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
We think he still lives. There he is.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more.
Yeah, no.
And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast
I
aside
don't
their
think he
wills and
does.
become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I
find out what.
think they
Stay
just
here.
got turned to Kashyyyk. Time to kick more ass. Yep, there's the Aether Flood.
An ether flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do.
Kill them. Put them out of their misery.
Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Get him!
Over here!
I gotta take a look at my skill points here one of these times. I got a bunch of those to sell, to cash in by now in the skill trees.
Over here!
What now?
Lordy. Another one of these damn iron giant
Meet
things.
again. I've killed your kind before.
Why does my dodge never work? Ah. Yeah, that time it worked. No, you don't. No, you don't. Nope.
I needed that. This one. Get him. Slow.
Pause the game for a moment. And starting it. Feel all the button pressing.
This one.
I just have to keep it. Ow. Camera, you're not helping.
Get him. This one. Get him.
This thing has been a real pain.
Get him. Slow. Get him. This one. Sick him. Sick him.
Oh, a month ago now, I guess. That cost me a lot of potions.
Damn it. Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation by devoting themselves to the service of their Lord.
And they're already
Decided
turning.
when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in, a duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis.
No, can't say I care for his logic.
I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Okay, so Dirk, he is a member of the Undying. In order that is swore to serve the Phoenix, which right now is his brother Joshua. Because Joshua is the Phoenix. Clive here as the dominant of Ifrit, but at the same time, he's special because Clive can take elements of every other Titan out there, which he has done.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
My Lord Marquis.
And having those extra abilities help a lot in the battle.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could
Unfortunately,
not save him,
Clive has a bad habit of not being able to save
The
people.
villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that
The rate this is going, I'll be all stream just doing side
live
missions, I think.
according to the teachings of our order.
And then
We believe in them.
into the main finale on Wednesday.
Yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will. The ultimate expression of it.
All right.
And
I'd like to know this
to
man's
be
name,
honest,
Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying.
I don't know if I'll be getting back to it anytime soon. Like,
it's only right that I remember them.
I'm kind
my duty.
I find myself wanting to get through the
I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs
Fortnite pass on the days I can do an extra afternoon stream.
And shall ever be.
And I have my evenings
the greatest
scheduled.
Of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Yeah. Go here, find things, shoot the space pirates along the way, head back, put the artifact in its place. No, no more side missions there, so let's map and to the Dalamil Inn. Well, No Man's Sky is more of an open world type of thing, because you fly anywhere you want to, find planets, doing things.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved.
That's possible too.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Great.
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Good timing on my being here.
But Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
And I have a feeling those two are not even going to listen to me either. And I'll just have to go kill off all these Akashic bandits anyway.
What's an
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
What's
you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Yeah, they don't even believe.
Perhaps. The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord
Bigoted
Underhill,
son bitch.
forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Fine, go back to your endless staring contest.
It's no use. Words will not move them.
Then we must find another way to ensure Dalamel's survival.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Oh, good. Merchant. We can...
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Ferda! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
And now what?
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
It's you who should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Fucking assholes.
Come on, then.
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Well, if this doesn't wake them up.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe.
You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you, ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going.
Takes 2 kids to shame an entire town. Yep.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velkoi. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws
Well,
decided
episode
to make it their base
6
of
is this week, Derp.
Now they're all
I haven't
turned,
watched
and
any of it
if the
myself.
scouts are correct, heading in this direction.
I may try to check out some of it tomorrow, to be honest.
And rage, and they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate.
But they have recreated in live action a number of scenes from Rebels.
Scouts and messengers ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I haven't watched anything on Disney Plus at all since episode 1 of Secret Invasion.
Of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
So it's been a couple of months.
I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And
well, it was meant to be a lead into Marbles, wasn't it?
Very well. I shall tell them.
If I remember right.
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself.
Yeah, and they're working
to... The host is most likely still there.
Well, they're working to fix that lack of quality because they've started with delays on a number of the Disney Plus projects,
these weeds will be particularly
including
stubborn.
Daredevil, Born Again, Echo.
So you are.
They're not
right then, we all know what we have
They're
to
looking
do.
to
Now it's simply a matter of doing it.
take things slower. Well, part of it's due to the strike as well, but Disney is taking things slower now with their stuff.
I'd better not keep them waiting.
Good. That will keep some of them out.
Pardon me, coming through. That's the kick. You mean Quantum Mania? I haven't even watched it yet. That's another thing, another bit for me to catch up to.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside?
No, Guardians 3 is good. That's the last one I watched in theaters. Well, you'd best watch Guardians 2 before watching Guardians 3. Just saying.
Get him!
We can't leave a single one alive.
All yours, Total. This one. Over here. Get him.
Yeah, that's true. There's too many shows, too little time.
Over here.
Nice try.
I should have stocked up on potions before I left. I realize.
This
That took a lot of them. He did.
Enough.
Right. Oh, we are very close to leveling up.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
Sometime later.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
So many change of attitudes happening in this with these final side missions.
So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
With some help.
But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly,
October 5th.
You will accept that if I am to lead you, the
It
mistreatment
was to be
of
October
bearers
6th,
must
but they bumped
end
it up
here
a
in
day.
Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted.
I'll probably try to watch.
Seems my mayorship is all
I
but
usually
confirmed.
tend to want to watch each
Do I get some
episode as
sort
they
of
come
special
out.
hat?
Because I don't normally have the time to binge.
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here, for everything.
Then why wait?
Lubor, about the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will.
Very funny,
And not just the
Lubar.
children, but everyone in Dalamel.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Derp, don't rush it. Although soon gonna have to start trying to figure out what I may get folks for Christmas. I'm just not fond of winter driving. Can be a pain in the ass. We're kind of used to that here by now. We usually don't get a whole bunch of snow till like February. And they opened up my mind. Another trophy. Yay. Right. Just double checking. Yeah, Hideaway's the only spot left with more. Nah, I'm dreaming of a green Christmas. No more driving in the snow.
Clive. Fine purse weighing you down. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Yeah, we got a couple of side mission things happening. Okay. Nope, no work tomorrow. Hippocrates. Sure.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates.
If it was Tuesday, we'd have been playing Sea of Thieves.
What this is about.
Or might have actually been done streaming by now. And it will be Tuesday for you in 15 minutes. I just did, didn't I? Then you'd best make the most of it.
Lawsman Hippocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the
kind of unavoidable when having to go to school or shopping.
History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short.
And maybe said strangers or just friends you haven't met yet. Think of it that way.
I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
And dirt in the deep.
But as you say, that was
Oh
Ultima's
well.
doing.
Slowly getting down on these beans.
When I first met
Then
him,
I'll be able to get back to the bean boozles.
but his people's expectations
Gonna be a while.
that weighed heavily upon him, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone.
Mind you, this
The
one.
day he could not bear
No,
it
these
any
are the
longer.
Bertie bots.
It is one of my greatest regrets.
And this is a banana
I only
bean,
ever
so
offered him my
yummy.
wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions,
I had bought like 4 boxes of them a while back.
but on mine.
And not too many people have been hitting the button.
I'm ready to help you in
They've been
any way
kicking
that
them
I
out.
can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulous
Wild wyvern tail, really.
But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots
Yeah,
the
they actually do
poisonous
call
ink
it
for
a
the
flower.
brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the colour. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Right. Time to go. Yeah, Rick Mall's roost. Where? The indicator hasn't shown up yet. There we go. Ah. Back to Isla. And that's entirely the wrong way. Down the steps. Find the Angry Gap. I haven't been across here yet. This is a long-ass bridge. And of course we have Ether Flood. There's where I seen the thing to pick up. Oh, great, there's a muck here, too. Ow. Yeah, digital deluxe version. I'm not worried about it. I'm sticking with the basic physical edition. The upgrade will be like, well, I think $10 US. I'd have to take a look at the shop. Well. Oh Lord, another one. Okay. Oh, he just reset himself. He's just resetting himself, for fuck's sakes.
This one.
Joshua, you should have been ready for that. What? There's still two of them?
This one.
How many of these damn things are there? Jeez. Son of a...
Get him. Over here.
Huh, right. This way. And
Seems
up
this
here.
place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Kill off this damn thing now. It's only the one.
Over here.
Yeah. Plain money exchange plus the game companies having to pay more money just to make the damn things. If they could make the digital version cheaper, that'd be great, but then they'd be pissing off the retailers. Alright. What's over here? Potions, hopefully. Yeah.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
And with that done, back to the hideout. FTD special delivery. Here's your best friend bouquet there, Hippocrates.
I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
He's just right over here being brooding boy. See? Standing here, arms crossed, brooding.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Hippocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove yourself, and to him,
I honestly give zero cares about the new Mortal Kombat. No intentions of ever playing it.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude.
You know I don't
Very
do the
well,
1v1 fighting games.
Take me to him.
Follow me.
And I haven't bothered to look for him because can't be arsed.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, no.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your
Well,
tutelage
Prince
before
Dion
my
is
studies
the
were
dominant of another
Your
icon,
lessons opened
the
my
Hamlet.
mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the
They're
palace.
the dragon.
And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology.
And Clive's girlfriend Jill,
says much about the man
the
you have
dominant
become.
of Shiva, the ice goddess.
There is something I would like to show you.
A couple of other dominants have been killed because they were on the wrong side of things. Titan, the Earth icon,
because it is
and a woman that was the dominant for Garuda.
Something in the harsh environment in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
Yeah, definitely don't necessarily go for third-person sellers. Yeah, if you can try your best to find the price shipped and sold by Amazon.
Your return.
Achievements do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Well, just about any... Oh, yeah, like, you're... So, Derp, you're actually talking internal, not external.
I might never have found the right moment to speak with him.
Because external would just plug into a USB port.
I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
And as for getting the internal, you could get the same one at a computer store. They're a place that sells computer electronics. Doesn't have to be from gaming.
When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said...
Because those same SSDs are like people would use them in their computer.
All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page.
Yeah, like just because it's
consider this
all that
my wish for you.
All that licensing is doing is putting the PlayStation name on it and letting them charge more.
And pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates.
So you may actually save some money going for...
in my chamber.
Well, for example, the one I picked up for my PlayStation 5, the 1 gigabyte, is a Samsung 980, I think it was. Somewhere along those lines for numbers. I still have the box here. Find it. Eh. All right. Let's... I need to pick up some more potions.
Still alive, are ya? Coin purse weighing you down?
Yes, I am still alive there, Auntie Wainwright. Sorry to disappoint.
Blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Say what you will.
That's been my nickname for her, Auntie Wainwright, from the Money Hungry one on Last of the Summer Wine.
What do you think happened?
Alright, kids, what'd you break this time? My parents tend to watch it fairly often. There, it's on every day at like 3 in the afternoon.
No. Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledal. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonear.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid?
You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions.
Don't listen to her. Even if you did break
Oh,
the Enterprise,
Lord, I
you could put it
forget
back
now.
together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us?
She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
When I did get mine though, it was on sale, so. Although I'm thinking next time I'm going for extra storage on my PS5, I might go for an external SSD, which will work out just as well.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
Lucky solution, being under her arse.
You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Yeah, you might want to hold off for another
The Enterprise is
3
my
weeks
baby.
or so there.
But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Yeah, Clive always gets himself into these things.
Mididol mentioned a new project yet?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our show.
Alright, Otto. Actually, not Otto. Ronan.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I've killed a few.
And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Ah. Oil from Odd Hill. Let's go get the oil first. That's going to be the easy bit, I think.
It's well. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
Company.
Alright, so much for the so-called muggers. And there's the other oil over here in this old lean-to. At least this is where it showed. Oh, wait, here we go.
This should be enough.
All right. And to Karaba in Drabold. Hang on. Right. Fuel, $10.
Here we are again.
Nice, kitty.
Karava, if you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide?
Gotta pick up all the things.
It looks like we found him.
Yeah. Nice of you to join in there, Joshua.
This one.
Jill, be careful.
This one. Get him.
Yeah, we interrupted them. That's good. And done. Tonight we dine on turtle soup.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Alright. I think after I deliver this, I actually may go ahead and call it a night.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen our...
And Wednesday I'll try to take care of remaining side missions, and hopefully that will have enough time to finish the game completely. Of course, I might be able to possibly jump back into this tomorrow at 11, or do my Fortnite dailies before stream.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Kids, where'd you put it?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Yeah.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's...
Yeah. No more disassembling for them.
I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
Yeah.
That's all
It's
for
left
now.
over.
But I'll let Mid know about your... hoard.
Yep.
Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Well, did they have it?
He did.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place, well, you just wait and see.
An eternity later.
That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
Well, it's a model. It doesn't have the motor in it and everything.
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children,
You're not
their
wrong.
moms and their dads.
You've seen what mankind has done to planes.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
Oh, it's been creative, all right. Creative ways of destruction.
Into your grave. And you were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work.
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie.
All the work I did collecting your shit so you could put this stuff together.
Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, no flying airship this time. But she tried.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
And we get the model of the airship in our quarters now. Right. I'm kind of curious now how many more side missions I got happening here. Got the one up there. And still at least one more from the reading table. You know, I've never been up here.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
Whose could it be?
I will not let them be forgotten.
I'm just gonna save right here, I think. And we will go ahead and call it a night, because I'm thinking might try to watch Raw, and also I need to double check, see if the Blue Jays are playing tonight. If so, I may watch them. So thanks everybody that came in tonight. Taurus TTV, again, thanks for the resub. He did pay for 6 months in advance. Today started month number 2. And I think that pretty much covers everything. Thanks everybody else that was lurking around tonight. And no thanks to Joey Burns, who tried to heddle a con. Alright, cool. I still got 15 viewers over. I better refresh and double check that. Yeah, Lord, 17 viewers on Kick right now. That's the best I've had in quite a while. We need to fire a host somewhere there. Margot Magic doing some Pokemon Violet. I'll send a host there to her. And hope everyone has a great night on Kick. Meantime, on Twitch. Well, let me just quickly do a thing here. Bear with me.
Coffee raid. Coffee raid. I'm gonna need that coffee because I need to wake up now. How about you?
All right, let's see who we can send to here on Twitch. And all right, Kentucky Hawkeye. You guys know him. He is playing some Lego Star Wars right now. The Skywalker trilogy. So we'll head over to him. Hashtag coffee raid as well for him. So tomorrow I plan on being on at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Not sure what I will be playing. But 4 p.m. Eastern, I am planning on Sea of Thieves. So till then, let's raid.